He did a great job, and it was an outing where you felt like he was really in control of the whole outing, and I thought he for the most part he was just ahead of hitters, and it was he had hitters off balance the whole day, and that's what that's what he can be so good at with those 4 pitches. So it's great to get him on track. He's been outings where he's been close, and then outings where last outing he obviously the struggle a little bit. So to have an outing where he can walk out with a big smile on his face, after throwing 7 strong innings is a real plus for him, and makes him feel good about what's going forward.
We talk all the time about pitching guys wanting to pitch to weak contact. That was the epitome. He had no strikeouts and 1 walk.
No, and the 1 walk. That's the thing, is he didn't not walking guys, putting it in play. We played. There's a couple balls hit to Domingo hard, but other than that, he did a really nice job of creating weak contact. You're right, and I think that's what he has the ability to do with those 4 pitches. Certainly has the ability to do that.
How important is it to capitalize early on a pitcher who struggled at home, the way Tavron has?
Well, I mean, the big inning to me was the 3rd, where we got 2 outs and nobody on, and we put together 5 or 6 at bats that were outstanding. We really did. I mean, in that inning, just up and down. I mean, Travis puts together a great at bat to walk. Domingo leads it off a single. We got a walk, single, another walk. I mean, it was just good. It was all 2. And I think most of the at bats got to 2 strikes as well. And then Keon's hit with 2 strikes was outstanding. So it was a bunch of 2-out, 2-strike, successes, which is hard to do. And then that's one of our better innings of the year, I think, the way we put it together.
Keon, we talked about him before the game. He's really swinging it now, isn't he?
He is. I mean, we've talked about the impact he can make, and when he starts driving the baseball, and all 3 hits the right field, right center. Domingo also driving the ball to right center. So a bunch of guys, and it's just good approaches today.
You guys have been really good on getaway day. You pay any attention to that?
I mean, I hear "Happy Flight" a lot, so that's how I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think 12 and 5 or something.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
a lot of happy flights.
Yeah, I don't have any reason for it, but I know there's been a lot of happy flights.
But sometimes it's been to bounce back in a series too.
No question. I mean, frequently it's been to bounce back in the series. That's exactly right. So, certainly going into an off day, it gives you a good feeling. And I mean, look, we pitched very well this series, for sure. And the bats came alive today.
What did you think of Shaw's mammoth home run in the first? No one's hit it to that spot before.
I believe that no one's hit it there, because it was pretty far. I'm not sure how far it said, but I think it landed somewhere on top of that building. So he's hit a couple long ones this year, but that one might have been the best.
This park's kind of built for him, doesn't it? I mean, if he played here, he'd play it alone.
Yeah, it's certainly a nice park for the left-handed hitters. Yeah.
Can you say anything about
this win today with the Cubs not breathing down on your neck a little bit?
Well, I mean, we're worried about what's going on here, and we've, we're worried about continuing to play good baseball, continuing to build some momentum here. We know at some point, we've got to, we got to play a little bit better, and I thought we played a decent series. Breaks didn't go our way the first night, but we're just worried about what we're doing and continuing to play well.
Can you say anything, Craig, about picking up Vogt from Oakland?
Yeah. So we acquired Stephen Vogt, and we optioned Jeff Bandy. Really we think Stephen's a guy who's certainly not that long ago had some solid success in this league. He hits left-handed, which I think is something that we can use. And I think it's not easy to option Jet. He's been a big part of creating our culture here this year. He's been an important player in that regard, and And the first month of the season, along with Manny, they were incredible offensively and did a really nice job. And he's been a big part of, I think he's been a big part of Chase Anderson's success this year in catching him. But the bottom line is, we think Steven can be an addition to us, and we think he can help us, become a little more balanced in our lineup. And like I said, he's had some pretty solid years and it's really solid baseball in the not too far past.
Did the Jets' long skid play into it, or is it just the opportunity to pick up a player?
Yeah, I think the opportunity to pick up a player. I talk about depth all the time. This is adding to our depth. So I think, we if you're going to talk about a skid, you got to talk about his first month too. Is the way I feel about it, because his first month was outstanding. So players, go up and down a little bit. And Jets, he's been in a little bit of a rough patch, but we're confident he'll get out of that.
Players like Vogt only become available if they're struggling.
Yeah.
Do you think he's like a good change of scenery candidate that come here and maybe?
Well, I certainly, we're not acquiring Steven to play every day. I'll tell you that. Manny's going to continue to catch his certainly fair share of games. I don't anticipate the number of his games going down in any way. So Steven's going to have to earn some playing time, but we feel like it's a good fit for him, and it is a change of scenery. He comes with he's obviously a big presence, was a big presence in Oakland in their clubhouse for a couple of years, and that's an important part of this as well.
You mentioned the culture, and that Jet was part of the. Steven's supposed to really be good at that too. So you must think he'll fit in.
Yeah, I think he'll fit in outstanding. Yeah, I really do, and he'll do a nice job in that area. Yeah, we know that's going to happen. Yeah. The other move is that we option Lewis Brinson.
That's in advance of something else.
Yes.